Imagine pulling into a busy downtown street. Every spot is taken except one, your lucky break. You slide in, grab your wallet, and face the upright metal post staring back at you, the parking meter. A small screen flashes a countdown, urging you to pay up if you want to keep your spot. It feels so ordinary that we rarely stop to think about it. But hidden inside that little machine is a fascinating story of engineering, city planning, and even psychology. And today, we're going to uncover it. Welcome to the world of parking meters. What exactly are they doing behind the scenes? And how do these machines actually work? Right here, on History of Simple Things. The very first parking meter wasn't invented in Silicon Valley or by some futuristic tech company. It was born in 1935 in Oklahoma City. At the time, downtown businesses were struggling. People parked their cars all day long, hogging spaces meant for paying customers. Carlton McGee, a newspaperman with a knack for problem-solving, pitched a radical idea: a coin-operated timing device. For just 5 cents, you'd get an hour of parking. Once your time ran out, the meter displayed a red, expired flag. Suddenly, the flow of cars picked up, shops thrived again, and city governments discovered a steady stream of revenue. What started as a quirky experiment quickly spread across America and then the world. The original parking meters were purely mechanical. Drop in a nickel, and gravity pushed the coin down a chute. The weight triggered gears and springs to wind up a clockwork mechanism. That mechanism slowly ticked away until your time was up. A little window showed how many minutes you had left. When the gears ran down, the window flipped to display expired. Simple, sturdy, and built to withstand rain, heat, and snow. Some of those early models still survive today. But as cities grew and car ownership exploded, meters needed to evolve. By the 1980s and 1990s, many cities began replacing mechanical meters with digital ones. These newer devices swapped out gears for microprocessors. Instead of winding springs, you had circuit boards and LCD displays. Digital meters could do something mechanical ones couldn't: accept multiple types of payment. Suddenly, you could feed in quarters, dollar coins, or even prepaid parking cards. Cities also gained better accuracy. Digital meters didn't lose time or jam as easily, and enforcement officers could collect data to track which areas were busiest. This was the start of the smart parking era. So how do today's meters actually operate? When you drop in coins or swipe a card, the machine verifies the payment through sensors. If it's a coin, the device checks its size, weight, and even the metallic composition to make sure it's real. If it's a debit or credit card, the meter connects wirelessly to a payment network, usually through 4G or Wi-Fi, to authorize the transaction. Most modern meters are solar-powered, with panels on top charging internal batteries. And almost all of them are connected to a central system, sending real-time updates about payments, malfunctions, or even occupancy. Once your payment is accepted, the meter logs the time and begins counting down. When it hits 0, your car is flagged as unpaid, ready for enforcement. Not every parking spot has its own meter anymore. Single-space meters are the classic style, one machine per car. But multi-space meters are becoming more common. These kiosks can manage an entire block or parking lot. You walk up, pay for your space number, or print a ticket for your dashboard. Multi-space meters cut down on maintenance since one machine can replace a dozen smaller ones. They also look tidier and reduce street clutter. Still, many drivers feel more comfortable with the old-fashioned single meter standing right in front of their car. Parking meters aren't just about collecting money. They're about influencing behavior. High parking rates discourage long stays, freeing up spaces for more turnover. Some cities even adjust prices throughout the day. It might be cheap in the morning and expensive at rush hour. This is called dynamic pricing, and it works a lot like airline tickets or Uber fares. Studies have shown that drivers circling for free spaces cause a surprising percentage of urban traffic. Paid meters keep spots turning over, which helps reduce congestion. What many drivers don't realize is that parking meters are constantly collecting data. They track occupancy rates, payment patterns, and peak hours. City planners rely on this information to make decisions about traffic, public transit, and where new garages should be built. Some meters even include sensors that detect whether a car is actually parked there. That way, people can't pay for an empty space just to hold it. And if someone leaves early, the meter can reset, opening the space for another driver rather than letting free time carry over. Not everyone loves parking meters. For drivers, they can feel like nothing more than another way for cities to squeeze money out of the public. Privatization has made things even more controversial. In some cases, cities have leased out their parking meter systems to private companies for decades in exchange for upfront cash. Chicago's infamous 75-year lease deal is one of the most criticized, as the city lost billions in potential revenue. On top of that, critics argue that meters unfairly punish lower-income drivers who can't afford rising rates. These debates continue to shape how cities use meters today. So what comes next? Experts believe meters will soon be even more integrated into smart city technology. Imagine pulling into a spot and having your car automatically pay the meter. Prices could adjust by the second to ensure efficiency and fairness. Cameras and sensors might eliminate the need for tickets altogether, with your car identified and billed instantly. The future of parking meters is less about coins and fines, and more about managing space, cutting congestion, and improving air quality in cities packed with cars. What started as a simple post-swallowing nickels in the 1930s has become a sophisticated system of sensors, software, and urban design. Parking meters are more than machines that eat your spare change. They're tools that keep cities running smoothly, balancing the endless struggle between drivers and limited space. So the next time you tap your phone or drop a coin, remember, you're not just buying time. You're plugging into a system nearly a century in the making. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other binge-able channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.